I know, you're angry that I even have them in my hands. Hey guys, so today I want to share with you some products I wish that I didn't buy when it came to the arrival of my son, Tommy. Some of these products were on my registry and some of them I bought myself after he was born. Let's get started. The first thing that I bought when I found out I was pregnant, Carter's was having a sale. Yeah, Carter's was having a sale, and I bought this Snowsuit. It's for 3 to 6 month old. Tommy was born in January, so by the time he was 3 months, it was like March, but it was just always awkwardly too big, and he just never got to wear it. Moral of the story, don't buy a snowsuit for your child if they are going to be an infant. Most likely they're just gonna be in a car seat that is covered with blankets and has a nice insulating layer. This next item was actually on my registry. This is a Halo sleep sack that is from Pottery Barn. Now I love this. However, I registered for one that was for a 6 to 12 month old baby. Tommy right now is almost 6 months, and this only goes up to 24 pounds. Tommy right now sleeps in a very, very light sleep sack because it's summer. This is heavy material, this is fleece. Therefore, it is the wrong size for the age that he is. Moral of the story, be careful when you register for things that depend on their size and season. More on that right now. Another item that I registered for was the Woombi Air. This is awesome, except that it is for newborns. My fault, I registered for it. It's also meant to be worn in warmer climates, has the mesh breathability. If Tommy was born in the summer, this would have been perfect, but unfortunately, he was a big baby, and he would have even outgrown this pretty fast had he been born in the summer, so I regret registering for a newborn Swaddle that was meant for the summer. Again, my fault, but as a new parent, I didn't think about it. Another thing that I registered for that I wish I hadn't was a spin stack drying rack. We don't have a lot of counter space, so we dry our bottles with the rest of our dishes. We don't really have room for a separate rack. I know some people registered for like these grass pads. I kind of wish we'd gotten one of those, but even still, I don't think we really would have had space for it, so I regret registering for this as well. Another thing I kind of regret registering for, and it's basically because Tommy doesn't like them, your kid might, but I registered for a variety of pacifiers. Tommy only likes the Wubba Nubs, which are actually Soothies. I know, you're angry that I even have them in my hands. I registered for a variety of bottles and a variety of pacifiers, and he ended up only liking one bottle and one pacifier, so I have all these other assortments that never were used, and I'm hoping that maybe the next one will enjoy one of them. So once Tommy was born, I then was on the hunt to find the perfect item that would help him sleep, or you know, just any perfect item. And one thing that a lot of girls with children similar age to Tommy said that their kids really liked this Swaddle up, the Love to Swaddle. Tommy hated this, so I regret buying it. Your kid might like it, but it's something that I impulse bought online. Someone said their kid liked it. I was like, oh, Tommy's gonna love it. Tommy liked being swaddles with his arms across his chest, really tight. And this didn't work because he just kept trying to eat his hand, and he would just eat it through the fabric. Right before he was born as well, I went and bought these Tea and Toss Titi Turtles, which are actually things that you're supposed to put over your son's penis so that they don't pee all over you. In theory, they're a great idea, but they really, I don't know if you've ever seen a baby pee-pee, they're not big, and this really didn't do any good, and he was like squirming all over the place, so these were a complete regretful buy. Thank God they were just $5 at Bye Bye Baby. Another thing that I bought on my own is I bought a travel bag for my stroller. I really didn't need to buy this. You don't really need a bag for your stroller when you check it. If you're flying, that's when you would use this. So when you fly with your child, you typically bring the stroller through security, and then you even bring the stroller all the way up until you get on the plane. You fold it up, and then they take it underneath. Certain strollers have bags, or you can just buy generic ones. I bought a generic one, and I never even used it. I did use a bag to protect my car seat, just because I didn't want to get dirty and gross, because it's nice and pretty and blue. I have the Uppa Baby stroller that I love. So you don't really need a stroller bag, and if you have an expensive stroller that you want to protect, buy their bag because it will ensure if the stroller is broken on the plane that that company will help fix it for free. And this last item is actually not something that I bought, but I borrowed from my sister. She had used this with both of her girls, and I thought this was something that he wouldn't be able to use until he was older, so I didn't think about it. And then when I finally realized that it might actually be helpful to have somewhere for Tommy to sit while I'm kind of doing things around the house rather than constantly lying on his back, his legs were too fat to fit into these darn holes. So this Bumbo here, really, if you buy one, and now I put this thing on top, if you buy one, your kid really can't use it that long because they start sitting up by like 6 months anyway. And sure, it's helpful, but you can just buy the one that's kind of like a space-saving high chair, which is the one that we have. We have a different Bumbo. But yeah, Tommy's thick thighs are way too big for these two little holes. So I borrowed this from my sister, thank God, because if I hadn't, I probably would have only been able to use this for like a month or two tops. Because you can't use this when they're really little. And by the time he was strong enough to be able to use this, kid had too thick of thighs. I love you, buddy. But you got big thighs. So these were all kind of low-cost items. There really weren't many big ticket items that I regret buying, and some of the ones that Tommy didn't love, I have friends whose kids were obsessed with them, so I didn't want to feature them in this video because I didn't want to make it seem like they were bad products. They're not bad products, but unfortunately, your child may take to some more than others. The main thing that I wanted to highlight in this video is if you guys are expecting to really think about how big your baby might be. We knew Tommy was gonna be big starting in August, and he was born in January. So I could have avoided buying all those small sized baby things if I had just used my noggin. Same thing this summer. We have all these 6-month bathing suits, and he is too big for all of them. He's 5 months, but he's wearing 12-month clothes already because he's a big baby. So look at the tags when they say the weight and the length of the child instead of looking at the months. And also think about the seasonality that your baby is being born in. I thought for sure we would need a snowsuit, but we never brought our newborn son outside in the snow. He was always completely bundled up and he was in a car seat with tons of blankets around him. We didn't need a snowsuit. We did have a fleece, a Patagonia fleece that he wore, but the snowsuit was just too puffy. It was impractical to put him in it. And he also did not like wearing a lot of clothing going into his car seat because he would just get overheated. So I hope that this video provided some help, some insight, and helps you guys save some money by not wasting it. And don't forget, if somebody buys you something on your registry, you can return it. Even if you don't have a receipt, that registry saves that shit. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Come back every Tuesday for a new lifestyle video. If you want more health and fitness, check out Thursday's new video. I'm Sarah, I'll see you soon.